Hi, welcome. I'm helping somebody on Discord for Nvidia, and Nvidia seems to trick us always. So from time to time we get users who are going the way to install Nvidia drivers. So it's not needed since the open source drivers work, but depending on the application they would like to run, they seem to require or need or want to use Nvidia driver. Now in this case you see my number here, it's 440, so I have this PC. There's just one PC that works fine without the Nvidia driver, but where I have installed it and I can test case this thing, right? So last time I booted up was, let's have a look. So it's going to be an update video. April the 30th is now. So it's 1 month ago, so I'll probably see all the errors that we got from ArcoLinux. I have to go to arcolinux.org, read, do it. But, well, I'll probably get new kernels in, right? And I'll get a new Nvidia in. And will it break my system? That's also a test for me, since I'm not prone to this for some reason. So what I do is sudo pacman and show you what's installed already, -remove. Nvidia. So in this machine I have installed 3 packages: Nvidia settings, Nvidia utils. It's containing the normal Linux kernel, so nothing LTS like. So that's the kernel. So we're gonna jump a few kernels up, right, a month ago. And again, another video for updating, because it is important, of course, to stay up to date, and things can happen as well, normal, right? Shouldn't, but it can. So what would I do? This machine is 1 month old, behind the rest of the world, and the first thing I do is update. Or I could do mirror, one of the two, but I'm assuming my mirrors are still okay, and if it's not, I get a lot of errors or it's very slow, it's still okay. Look at the speed, 23 and 30. So the mirrors are good. What are mirrors? That's the ArcoLinux mirrors. So the packages, 80–90% of your system is coming from ArcoLinux, and just a small portion from ArcoLinux and AOR. So the ArcoLinux the servers need to be near to you so that you have a fast one. We got a lot of questions this month, a lot of changes. This is okay. It means that the name changes are there. You see, libwm client is now gonna be SMB client, fine. And another name change, that's cool. That's all cool. So you just say yes, fine. You change your names and you make sure everything works. That's ArcoLinux, guys, that's not us. So anything from us will be called, let's scroll up, will be called ArcoLinux, right? So from here till here, that's our work. That's what we've done the last month. Okay, now we scroll down, 1 gigabyte of updates, and we get all the things. We're probably gonna get our error, and that's because Ctrl-Alt-F, arcolinux.org is communicating with you all the time. So this is the first place to go. And this is not for us, anyway, not for me. I do not have Z and poly there, but if I would have, I should do this. And we're probably gonna run into this little guy, right? So I've already copy pasted this thing, pacman -sui, and we need to overwrite that particular file there. hplib is not installed, I think. If you need an HP printer, well, you need to run this thing down there. And you scroll down, firewall D, nope, don't have it, and you scroll and you scroll. And these are the older stuff, but we started in the beginning of April, so we won't see that one. I'm even wondering if I'll see this one. Let's see. This was, well, middle of April, so we should see this guy. This one. Middle of April, this issue occurred. Every ArcoLinux computer out there gets this message. Failed to commit transaction, conflicting files. Okay, no problem. I have done a copy paste, Ctrl-Shift-V. Enter. And then of course again, yes, enter. And now we given him the go, you can overwrite that little thing there. Is there an Nvidia in here? That's of course the question. So there's Mesa, which is also important for this guy. Read up what Mesa exactly is. And here's your Nvidia 82-9, and these guys are all following 82.1, 82.1. So the Nvidia 440 is going to be updated, and the trick is, or the problem might be, that you have a Linux kernel that's built for another Nvidia version. So hopefully you're getting a server where everything is synced already. So it takes a while to propagate all over the world. I mean, is it 100, is it 200, 300 servers? The packages start from ArcoLinux and they need to go global, right? So it might be that you're getting a server where the Linux kernel is still updating and you get already the new Nvidia guy in, or vice versa. So that's important for you to know. I think these two guys are really important, that they should be connected to each other. I don't know, I thought I figured it out somewhere, I don't know where it was again, that it indeed Nvidia was built together with, right? So he's installing, is he? Yep. So that's cool. 1 month old. I've made videos, guys, about ArcoLinux updating like in an SSD of 1 year old. People sometimes say ArcoLinux, it always breaks and the misery and all that, so you have to update daily. No, you don't have to update daily, and I prove it in all these videos of update videos. You can watch them in the playlist on YouTube. That yes, there is a lot of things to learn, but this is an operating system. This needs to be maintained. If it's Windows, it needs to be maintained as well. If it's Mac, the same. So yeah, you need to know some kind of level of knowledge. But basically, all I did now was update. Right? That's it. And watch out for communication on ArcoLinux. Nothing so technical yet. Now the update version, well, I have to cut the video in two, which is no problem. But the other thing I would do prior to rebooting, since I've installed a lot of things on Skell, and you get these lines here, right? You get these lines. And we've also added, maybe a good time to show you this as well. We're updating your etc pacman-d mirror list. We've put something on your computer that's going to update the mirrors every time you boot up. So you don't have to think about it, type mirror. You can still type mirror or mirror S or mirror D or mirror A. It's all the possible aliases. But we don't have to take care of that anymore. And that's actually done for the live DVD. So when you're booting up on USB, if you got internet, if you got cable, right, then everything is updated automatically and you get the fastest ArcoLinux servers, and you get the feel from, whoa, it installs fast because you're getting the ArcoLinux servers near to you, right? That's the point. Getting a fast install, if you're starting with ArcoLinux D, for instance, and you want to install 16 desktops with all the software we provide, well, it's going to take a while. Go and have a good long dinner, because you have to install, well, download everything and then install everything. I mean, even with the fastest ArcoLinux servers around, it will take some time. So that said, a lot of things are copy-pasted in etc Skell, and it's your choice to use the alias Skell or not. It's gonna copy-paste everything that's in this particular folder over to your home directory. So, and it's gonna make a copy of your .config, so nothing is lost, but it is moved. It's to another backup directory. In this case, this is a machine the way I like it, right? So a Skell is for me okay, and I decide to move everything, copy everything from etc Skell to the home directory. So everything is overwritten. Now nothing is overwritten in the sense that if you have a new theme or a new Thermite theme, I don't know the names of those themes, so they won't be overwritten. Your bash RC will be overwritten, but you need to try to use the bash RC personal. Put your aliases in the bash RC personal and make your own mirror combination with reflector, for example, one of the tips a few days ago, right? Do it there. Bash RC personal will never be touched, will never be overwritten. And please start by looking at our bash RC. It contains a lot of aliases, and a lot of frustration is left out, is avoided if you take a look first. What do we provide already? Okay. Last but not least, and in our case this is becoming less and less important. Why is up all becoming less important? If you stick to our software, that's a lot. We provide you with a lot of software. These are stuff that comes normally from AOR that we pre-built. This is there. With a click of the button and an apply, it is installed, right? It is like 1, 2, 3 seconds. It's installed, right? Apply, okay, 1, 2, 3, installed. So the packages that are here are super easy to install. That's one thing, super fast, pre-built. And there's of course also this guy, third party, a lot of things in here as well. And then we have our own ArcoLinux repo. Point is that all these packages are well, available and fast, and the update took care of that already. So everything that's coming from ArcoLinux is done with with update. And upall is things you decide to install things, right? Yay, things. Anything that's coming from AOR, anything else that we don't have on our repos, well, that's coming from AOR. All right, it's time for me to reboot, basically, because I hope I've got a new kernel, I hope Nvidia is working, and so on. So last look and a last view of our kernel version, and we'll boot up.